Hello folks, so welcome back to another episode of Tall Tale or Not. Today's story comes from Mr. Nicholas Zach. He said that, can you guess back when the railroads were declining in New York City, the city was tearing down Penn Station of the Pennsylvania Railroad. But the New York Central's Grand Station was also in danger of being torn down. But when Jackie Kennedy, for those of you that don't know, which I'm sure I have a few people in my audience that won't know, Jackie Kennedy is John F. Kennedy's wife. John F. Kennedy was the President of the United States. Hopefully you all already know that, but you never know. Anyway, when Jackie Kennedy heard about it, she wrote a letter to the city writing to not tear down the Grand Central Station. Well, of course, the city listened to her because, well, she was the wife of the President of the United States, and she kind of had, what she said kind of went when it came to stuff like that. And the reason why she actually saved the station was because she was big into the old architecture of the Art Deco era. Now, the station was kind of one of the last monuments still standing to that era, so it made sense to preserve it, especially since the Penn Central Station was also being torn down. And then the story just finishes up. She could have done another issue, but she chose to do the station. Now, the question for me was, do I think that the station was saved? Well, I could tell you right now that it was, because I am the train bandit. I know everything. There's not a single lick of history out there revolving around the railroad that I do not know. I'm kidding, of course. Please don't take my word for that. I know very little bit, because one thing that you will have to know things is that to be at all wise, that you have to know that you know absolutely nothing. So, if that didn't confuse you, you know what? I don't know. So, anyway, no, I don't know everything. But I did know that the station was saved, and I had heard the thing about Jackie Kennedy before. I just didn't fully remember it because it's been a while since I've read up on the station. But I already knew a bit about it, so when I heard the story, I was like, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of how this all went down. So, yes, can confirm this is a true story. But anyway, folks, now for the moment you've all been waiting for, was last episode a tall tale or not? The answer is, it was a tall tale. Now, there are stories similar to this, however, not exactly. And to my knowledge, nothing like this ever happened, or there was never a distributed power high-speed passenger train ever built, but I can't say for certain. So if you know better than I do, because I already explained earlier in the video, I don't know everything. So if you do know better than I do, which I know nothing, so yeah. If you know that there is a locomotive like this out there that did crash, please leave it down in the comment section down below. But as always, folks, I hope that you remember that you need to know what you know to know what you need to learn to know that you don't know what you're talking about. Because I certainly don't know what I'm talking about. So please like and subscribe, share the video with your friends and family so that they know more about trains. And as always, folks, please... I don't know what I'm talking about. See, you know what I don't need to know? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, folks, as always, see you on the rails.